Welcome to another video of the Target Individual Program. So I want to explain to you guys how this stuff ties with my Target in terms of my package again being stolen by the delivery driver, right? So the Amazon delivery driver. So when I went to check on my package, I saw that it was delivered, right? So I came home. I was actually trying to call my nephew, but he didn't answer. So I called my sister. She called me back. So my niece was home, right? So when I got home, I didn't see the package in front of the door. So when I came in, there were only one package there, right? Uh, so I asked her. I said, "Hey, where's the other package?" She said, "Well, they rang the bell, and when she went to the door, that's the only package that was there." Okay, so I'm just like, "Wait, hell, it's two packages because I saw they left two packages there on the picture, right? When I went to Amazon, check my account, there was two packages there." So she was like, "No, that's all they left." So of course I had to call Amazon, right? So I call Amazon, and of course they know the stuff, right? So I talk about how today they were using the color black. I talk about the power of association and what it is that they do, right? So for example, Pam, went out today. She's wearing all black. She's wearing even black underneath because when she came home, she's like getting undressed in front of me, and I'm just like, why is she doing this? But like I said, I was playing the Xbox. I wasn't really paying on mine, but she's still in my peripheral vision, and I see her turning her neck around to look to see if I'm looking at her, right? But I wasn't. So then I think she said something to me, so I turned towards her, and as I turned towards her, she looked down at her boots. She was like I said, she was wearing these maroon color boots, right? These burgundy boots, what have you, right? And so anyhow, so now when I call Amazon, to explain what happened, the person, the customer service rep at Amazon, they were like, well, we're sorry to have you. Would you like a replacement or a refund, right? So I talk about how they were using the color black to associate it with that court officer who, along with the other white court officer, came towards me and was like, leave her alone. At the time, me and my eldest mother was, in court, what have you, and she lied and they make up all this shit. They just a bunch of lies. And as I say, she lied, you hear the police siren. See, now these women, again, how these white supremacists does, and particularly these Negropeans of the police force, and how they manipulate black women, these young black women, by doing them favors and all this stuff, right? And so, um, so anyhow, so it's probably the reason why I started to see my way to Pam and Emma's these white women with these black men, right? Because again, trying to bring back memories of these things. Okay, so as soon as I walked in the house, there's a shopping cart, black shopping cart. Then as soon as I looked at the shopping cart, I heard the car honking. Again, they use specific car honking. They use a car honking on the sidewalk. And remember that they're two sides of the same coin. They work in tandem. One to try to manipulate you, right, into and send you subliminal messages, right? Particularly if you're looking at certain things or you're listening to certain things, you'll be car honking, have you, the police, right? And again, to try to build your confidence back up. But again, it's a false sense of confidence. So you got to understand that you have to build your own confidence up by researching, but they don't want you to do research. They don't want you to understand what's being done to you. So they'll try to manipulate you into thinking that that they're there to protect you, but no, right? Because again, I'm constantly being sent messages about if I'm at this program, I'm going to be arrested, I'm going to be shot, I'm going to be assassinated, what have you. So it's an attempt to try to keep you in this cycle, right? In this repeated, open investigation, closing an investigation, or people making accusations, without any proof. And so we need to protect you, right? So therefore, we need to keep the microchip within you. You can't, if we operate the microchip off, then this is what's going to happen, right? But that's not what it's about. It's about fear. It's about fear of black people, black individuals reaching that conscious level, right? Which we call Christ, right? And it's spelled KRST, right? That's the Kemetic word. It means when you reach a higher consciousness, right? Just like Martin Luther King, just like Malcolm X, just like Dr. Khalid Muhammad, just like Mr. Louis Farrakhan, just like Harriet Tubman, just like every other black hero and sheroes, right? Just like Bob Marley, you know, And there have been so many other Black Christs that we don't even recognize. Okay, and they don't have to be famous or anything like that, right? It could just be the people who wake up to the reality of what Black people face in this country and around the world and want to change that for the better. But because they don't want that, because they use us as a consumer class, they use us as a worker class, and their wealth continuously depend on us. And when you see right now what they're doing with immigration in terms of uh, um, in bringing in all these immigrants, it is to replace Black working class, okay, with these immigrants. And you got to understand this. Yes, I'm an immigrant too. I've been here since I was 10 years old, legally. Okay, America is my home. I spend the vast majority of my life here. Right? I don't, you know, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, but anyhow, but I understand our connection to each other as Black Americans, whether from the Caribbean, whether from Caribbean, Africa, Europe, have you. We're all Black, right? We all share similar experiences. We all are discriminated against, right? And then the fact that they try to use me as a tool. Promise me, we're going to give you a business. If you want a business, we're going to make it this and that. Offering you money, position. No, no, thank you. If I am not going to be the Black person like these other Nigerians who you use as gatekeepers, who don't do anything for the Black community, they don't use their wealth to help uplift the Black community or Black people, period. Why? Because the federal government, the FBI, the CIA, have set them up. Okay, they set them up. And they can only be silent. They cannot speak up. Okay, or they'll lose all that wealth. Okay, now when you don't have wealth and you're working class or poor, what have you, they'll threaten you with your job or what have you and such. But guess what? You're more likely to speak out more because guess what you don't have as much to lose. Excuse me, as these individuals in terms of monetary stuff, right? In terms of wealth and stuff like that. Okay, so this is why they are held in check. This is why they don't make any strategic move to help Black people as a whole, as part of their group. But you see every other group of people that do it to their group. You see the wealthy whites, wealthy Asians, wealthy Italians, and you know what I'm saying. All that they use their wealth to build things that benefit their people because they understand that by doing that, right, we create a stronger group of people. We pass on generational wealth. Okay, we understand the importance of the social responsibility that we as wealthy individuals, whether they be Asians or what have you, Arabs, what have you, when they come into this country, they understand that. So they help each other out. You look at Asians, they help each other get businesses through loans and all this stuff. The same thing with the Hispanics. They got lock on the bodegas. The Arabs are, been moving into. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Jewish community, right? Buying up real estate. Okay? But our wealthy Black people won't do any of those things. And you gotta wonder why. You gotta ask yourself why. Right? And I'm telling you, it is because they have made it a priority to set Black people up and to use them as gatekeepers. And they use technology to manipulate, to construct scenarios in which it doesn't matter what decision you make, right? Whatever decision you make, it has been programmed within you, because they know the outcome. You don't, and the outcome will always benefit them and not you. So you gotta understand these things, okay? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So they, again, trying to use this thing of this power of association to bargain with me, right? So, particularly how they're using the color black tonight with the police and everything like that, and particularly with I talk about my oldest son. They will send me some message that he's not my son, but I took a DNA test. So, what does that tell you? If they manipulate the DNA test, right? Because I took the DNA test that shows he was 99.9% mine DNA. wise, right? 99.9% wise. So if they, let's say if they then guess again, you got to look at the um, what's the word I'm looking for here? The significance, right? That means that if they can do that, and they have people working in those labs to create false DNA report, and this is a move that they've been done with other people too, because when you look at these people, they want loyalty from women, because you know what, women spend more money than men. Okay, women, in terms of voters, women are the largest voting bloc. Okay, and they understand it. So if they can gain loyalty, particularly in the child support, like, do you know that the state makes money off of women putting you, the man, on child support? The state makes money, right? The judges make money. So they have every um, incentive, right, to which to condition women to put men on child support, right? So understand that, right? So anyway, as I was saying, so if they able to to falsify a DNA report, what else are they capable? Well, we know what they're capable of doing. So let me just say this. So what else are they doing? What else are they falsifying? Right? But anyway, I'm going by what the DNA test said, not by what they're trying to send me subliminal messages about. Okay? And then they try to do something with my son Ethan, right? But again, I have these birthmark on my body. He has the same birthmark. Okay? So believe you me, I need a DNA test for that. Okay? So there you go. But anyhow, um, again, just wanted to put that out there. Again, exposing these people and understanding what they did and not being afraid to confront them. Right now, again, does not mean that they have not psychologically harmed you, they have not physically harmed you, anything like that, because you have to get the evidence of what they did to you. Okay, so with that being said, I'll talk to you guys. And by the way, Amazon is sending me another uh, item that I had ordered that the delivery driver took. Okay, so and they did this before. I remember a package came from my niece. They rang the bell as I get ready to go to the door to see who it was. Right, I looked to the keyhole, the peephole, and the person, the delivery driver, took a picture and then proceeded to pick up the packages and walk away. And I said to her, I said, "Excuse me, you can just leave the package there, thank you." And she turned around, she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, this and that." And then so they've infiltrated every aspect, every facet of technology, of society, every institution, every institution of higher learning, businesses. Uh, these people have infiltrated. These are religious fanatics. Okay, and they engage in this sort of behavior. And those within the government who have infiltrated the government to try to usurp the Constitution, to try to create this, what like they always say, America was founded on religion, the Christian, which is all lies. It's all lies, and they know it. I posted something on Facebook about Paul. He says that that I trick you with guile, right? That I in order to bring you to Christ, right? Again, when they talk about Satan being the deceiver, the very person that who religion they follow, he is a deceiver. Okay, but they can't see it because religion has been so ingrained into their mindset, particularly as black people. We're the most religious group of people in America, but yet our women, particularly black women, the most religious group of women, but yet the vast majority of them are having children out of wedlock. The large portion of them are either identified as gay, bisexual, transgender, what have you, which is fine, what have you. That's not the issue. But the issue is, don't claim you believe in this book, but you don't follow it. You only follow it because you only take out of it the part that you can feel good about, and then you leave the rest. Right? It doesn't work like that. But again, that's to tell you how their mind works. Right? They want to do their own thing and then claim that they're highly religious and this and that, but then they're doing everything against what their religion said that they should do. But then again, you can't follow religion that's false. That's fake. That's BS. You can never live by, because that religion itself is full of hypocrisy, contradiction. So you yourself going to be hypocritical as well as contradictory. You are what you believe. Just like they say, you are what you eat. Okay? So anyhow, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.